Can the Sabres really make it to the NHL playoffs this season? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. Before we go any further, I want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. I talk Bills, Sabres, and UB Bulls men's basketball and football right here on this page. Also, remember to check out some cool merch. The links are in the description below. The Sabres started the season very, very strong, looking like this may finally be the season that things will be different. They were scoring a ton of goals, they were getting very good defense, and they were also getting very solid defense from their veteran goaltender Craig Anderson and their new addition Eric Comrie. However, partway through the beginning part of the season, the Buffalo Sabres defense and team overall started to experience some injuries as the Sabres lost two of their top four defensemen, and they really struggled mightily in a very big stretch of games, including an 8-game losing streak. However, we are now 36 games into the season, and Buffalo now sits at 19, 15, and 2, and they are just 4 points out of the final wild card spot with one game in hand on the current fourth place team in the Pittsburgh Penguins. So the Buffalo Sabres are looking very good. So the question remains, are the Sabres a legitimate playoff contender? And I believe that this team through 36 games has answered with an emphatic yes. And here's why. Tage Thompson has not only emerged as a legitimate number one center after a fantastic year last year, but this season he has taken it not 1 or 2 steps further, but possibly 4 or 5 steps further. And he is emerging as a legitimate superstar for the Buffalo Sabres. And he has shown on a nightly basis that he can completely dominate and take control of games when he wants to. So far this season, he has 3 hat tricks. He has had multiple 6-point games. And he's also had 13 multi-point games. And now sits number 2 in the entire NHL in goals with 30. Thompson so far this season has 30 goals, 25 assists, and 55 points in just 36 games. And he is on pace for 125 points. He would be the first Buffalo Sabre to break the 100-point barrier since the 92-93 season, in which Pat LaFontaine and Alexander Mogilny both broke the 100-point barrier and set the record number 1 and 2 for the best season in terms of points in Buffalo Sabres history. Tage Thompson, if he hit that 125-point mark that he's currently on pace for, would sit at number 3 in franchise history, and putting him down as one of the best seasons that a Buffalo Sabre has ever had. Also having great years for the Sabres in this incredible amount of scoring that we're seeing is Alex Tuch. Alex Tuch, of course, was a major piece in the Jack Eichel trade, and right now he is outpacing Eichel in terms of points. He is on pace for 96 points. His previous high was just 52 points in 74 games with the Las Vegas Golden Knights, as he currently sits at 18 goals, 24 points, 18 goals, 24 assists for 42 points in 36 games. Also on a career year pace is Jeff Skinner, as he is on pace for 93 points. He has 17 goals, 22 assists for 39 points in only 33 games. And we all know Jeff Skinner, his previous high is just 63 points, a mark in which he has hit 3 separate times in his career. Somebody else who is also emerged as a superstar on the back end for the Sabres is, of course, Rasmus Dahlin, who is not only incredibly solid defensively and incredibly smooth skating and smooth with the puck overall, but he is also very, very, very good offensively, and he is currently on pace for 91 points for the Sabres on the back end with 10 goals, 29 assists for 39 points in 35 games. The Sabres are still the highest scoring team in the entire NHL with 143 goals in 36 games. That puts them at just under 4 goals per game on the season. And Buffalo has gotten very good goaltending of late from Luukkonen as he continues to show that he could potentially be the future for the Buffalo Sabres. They're also continue to get fantastic games out of their veteran goaltender, Craig Anderson, who has looked stellar pretty much all season long. And on top of that, the Sabres are set to get their de facto starting goalie, their new addition in Eric Comrie back within the next couple of weeks as he is in Rochester on a conditioning stint right now. And he looked tremendous in his first game back from injury with the Rochester Americans. But of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, because if it was, they would be higher in the standings, as the Sabres currently sit 20th in the NHL in goals allowed at 122 goals allowed, or 3.4 goals per game. The Sabres are now currently on pace to finish with a record of 43 wins, 34 losses, and 5 overtime losses, which gives them 91 points. Will that be enough for them to slide into a playoff spot when the season ends? I am not sure. However, what I am sure of is that the Buffalo Sabres are not only not depressing to watch anymore, they are very fun and exciting to watch, as they are an incredibly hardworking team that scores a lot of goals and is a very fast-paced team who is very exciting to watch. That's going to do it for this week's video, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. And as always, have a fantastic week.